Oklahoma governor cuts funding to PBS, saying Clifford the Big Red Dog sexualizes kids. Oklahoma's Republican governor is on a crusade against Clifford, the network that produces the animated children's show, and the local affiliate airing it. Last week, Governor Stitt vetoed a bill authorizing funding for the Oklahoma Educational Television Authority, OETA, which broadcasts PBS programming through July of 2026. Republicans have targeted PBS funding for years, including Donald Trump during his presidency and Mitt Romney when he was a presidential candidate in 2012. At a press conference, Stitt said, quote, "I don't think Oklahomans want to use their tax dollars to indoctrinate kids. And some of the stuff they're showing, it just overly sexualizes our kids. There's elevating LGBTQIA2S plus voices." A spokesman for Stitt's office claims that the cut stems from two cartoons, Clifford the Big Red Dog and Work It Out, Wombats, featuring lesbian characters in some episodes. Ken Busby, a board member of the fundraising nonprofit Friends of OETA, slammed Stitt's recklessness in vetoing the bill. He said, quote, "No civilization since the Norman Conquest in 1066 has survived that did not support arts and culture," end quote. On Monday, Stitt continued his war on the LGBTQ plus community, signing SB 613, banning all forms of gender-affirming care, including reversible puberty blockers for anyone under the age of 18. It also makes it a felony for doctors to provide this care to trans youth and allows prosecution of healthcare professionals until the patients turn 45. I mean, and that's what it's all about. The pattern has emerged. It started really in Florida, grew to Tennessee, and slowly in other red states. But this is just coming out what it is. It's outright censorship. He says it promotes, LGBTQIA2S+. It doesn't promote it. It just shows it. It acknowledges that it exists, and they want to erase us. And gender roles are incredibly important to the patriarchal society that Republicans are trying to drag us back to. They have declared open warfare to reverse everything that's happened since 1960. And now they're just saying, we're not even going to try to pretend. This is what we're doing. You don't matter. Go die.
To be clear, Republicans indoctrinate. LGBTQ folks, we don't indoctrinate. Really, we never did. And not that Oklahomophobia was high on any queer tourist's list of places to travel, but it should now be avoided at all costs. There's nothing there, really.
Well, it's just a shame that it was such a great musical.
Yeah.
And that's so wow. Right. There's got to be something there for them to call on. Yeah, I'm sure.
I want to know if they're going to be sending kids to Hooters or other shows that they have on TV where they're indoctrinating kids into heterosexuality. Are they going to ban those shows, or they're just going to ban Clifford the Big Red Dog, which I don't understand how the red dog is sexualizing kids. First is Mickey Mouse, and now it's the red dog. What's next?
Well, it's a rough life.
Cartoon Network.
This has been, of course, going back. I mean, we went back to, of course, the last 10, 15 years. But Newt Gingrich's contract with America went after NPR and the National Endowment for the Humanities and National Endowment for the Arts because they didn't like the kind of art that was being funded, as well as what PBS was doing. So this has been a long-running theme in the Republican Party to get money away from anything that promotes free thought and progress.
It's mind-boggling that the alleged party of small government could not be any grander, large. It is ridiculous.
Well, they want to control our entertainment, our health care. Both of these are talked right here. Our journalism, they're going after everything this year.
Well, there was a time and a regime in history that hated the arts, and we can use that to compare to this very moment we're in right now with Florida, Oklahoma, all of the red states essentially attacking the arts, defunding public schools, the arts. We see that in Florida with Governor DeSantis and this budget, which they're going to be voting on tomorrow, and how they've really stripped funding for the arts in public schools, at least.
We can keep the tide from turning the whole way next year. We have to turn out. We have to vote. We have to stop them where we can. Won't stop all of it, but we can stem the tide and then slowly start to turn it. And next year is going to be crucial.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.